Hi traders and welcome, and these are my thoughts on what we're seeing in these charts at the moment. One of the problems I've got with the DAX is that I'm treating it in a very similar way to the Dow, and there just isn't the punch and the volume in this DAX, so I need to be much more careful, much more wary in the Euro session, and try and plot more carefully what's more likely to happen in the reversal period. And the reversal period on the DAX is 10:30 in the morning, so a good sort of 3.5 hours after the DAX has opened, you tend to get some decent moves, potentially rotation back to the trend. So this is the weekly chart here, and you can see the high of 2015 was that 12,400, and we just closed up here at 12.5. So we had 3 weeks of selling and one higher close in that 4-week period. So the fact that we closed above this is encouraging. I think the MACD is still telling me that this is overbought. This is still a little high, and the fact we can't close above that 50-day moving average, so 20-day moving average, is telling as well. Any chart that doesn't close above the 20-day moving average is not in a bull trend to me, so I'm concerned. So my issue with this is I think I would like to see this hit 680 resistance around about there, and then see if this can drop back to support to try and find more volume to the upside down at these lower levels. Swing that down to the daily chart, and what do we got? We've got, drag that across, we've got a chart that is still under the main kosh of the resistance here. This is a what looks like a big buyer's bar, which is a big buyer's bar, full stop. And all we've been doing is operating inside of that range. Ever since we created that bar on the 6th of Feb, we've spent the rest of Feb sitting inside that range. So unless we start closing above 640, 600, 640, this is still looking as if this could hit a lower level. So that's my view on the DAX. Look at the Dow. Okay, weekly Dow. So slightly different story because we only had 2 weeks lower on this, 1 week higher on the Dow. Not convincing. We've not closed above 25,500. We've closed 25,250. So the jury's out. If we can come back to 640 and hold, then I think we might be able to make our way back up there. Look at the daily, and you'll see we stopped right underneath the 20-day average. So it looks to me as if a retest of 910, 900 area is likely, possibly lower, and then if that holds, then I think we may be able to work our way up. So looking for some initial weakness and then see if we can push higher. Pound, not quite a convincing sell signal, but nonetheless we're under these 3 waves. I was shorting on Friday. I'll continue to start shorting on Monday, and 140.80 or anything into that resistance area of 150 is a potential short area to see if we can at least come down and hold that trend line down there, or at least come test the trend line down here at 135, 136 area. Okay, so let's have a quick look at the Euro Yen, because I talked about the Euro Yen quite a lot last week, and this is just looking lower. Bumped into these moving averages, particularly this 50, and here we are under the 200. So I think we had a decent buy signal here on the 18th of August. So if I pop that support area up there, That means we can come under 130, and then if we are going to go long, then I think that's the area that we will find that we may go long at. So let me just tidy this up a bit. Actually, if I fib this last range, ooh, got that gap down there, haven't we? Ooh, that gap is right down there at 117. Wow, that's a gaping gap, isn't it? Every time I tried to go long this, because I thought it was coming off support and it was going to push higher, every time I tried to go long this, I just got stopped to break even and just let it stop me out. And so I need to see if I can get short this higher up. 133 is a decent resistance area now. We are sort of quite low on this MACD, so I could do with I'm just thinking. Of course, I mean, if it closes above 133, this is a potential buy, but in the meantime, this yen is seeing a lot of strength. Look at the pound yen. That looks lower. It looks as if we can at least retest 147.80, if not lower. Let's look at the dollar pairs. So pound US dollar. Oh, you looked at that one. Euro US. Ooh, that's a sell signal. New high in the range, immediate close below. That's a sell signal. So that's a sell at 124.50, 125 to see if we can start coming back in contact with these main support areas. 120 is an obvious one. So dollar strength. Okay, so we're seeing dollar strength. What about the US dollar yen? Yes, we have a buy signal. We have a buy signal with decent support underneath it. So I'm not convinced that is going to run up with all that fib buy support area underneath it. So I think there's a potential sideways action with the potential for that to move lower. That's a very, very clean hammer. Don't often see those hammers. So if it is buyable, then we need to see 106 hold, and then we could be retesting 107, 108 quite quickly if that is a buy. But I would concentrate on dollar strength on the euro and pound. Okay, so on Monday I will be talking to you about more emphasis on the key numbers to watch, the key levels in the 60-minute charts. So I will be emphasizing the Sunday Open and what I can interpret from the Sunday Open in relation to what I would expect in the rest of the week. For example, on the 60-minute, let's do this in white. On the 60-minute Dow, I'll take that off. This was the Sunday range last week here, and that was the Friday. The bottom of that range is the Friday close. Top of that range is the Sunday support. And you can see how important that was on Monday into the open and the first couple of hours of trading on Monday in the Dow session, the US session, and you can see how important it was on the Tuesday in the run up to the Dow Open, and then on the Wednesday for the inflation data. Okay, so I'm going to leave the video there, and then I will update you on Monday. I'll be around in the Skype room, and then I'll talk to you later. Alright, thanks for listening. Bye for now.